Well, we all know that your day is well now because you got all of that off your chest about how people are racist that you've never met and your coworkers are terrible for triggering your PTSD. So with all that off your chest, I hope your day is well.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
See, Mon Ami knows, Diva. Mon Ami knows.
My heart's pumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with my energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
What the fuck was that?
This is like the opposite of Phoenix, right? Where we would say a joke line and then it would be true. This one's like the reverse, where the game is real to our lives instead. Very odd.
What the fuck?
Sure, just staring at you like, wow, you really just ranted about that stuff for like 2 hours.
Are we recording? Are we recording?
Yeah. I wasn't recording before starting, but we are now. With you cracking up about something we probably won't remember the context for, but, you know.
Hey, Future Diva, just know like shit right now. Well, no, it's slightly better than it used to be, but things suck for your mental state. But I still find things to complain about and rant about, as per usual. You are not good at internalizing anymore. Let's go!
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Very distracting.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Is it really okay to think she's a good author? I mean, Emmy was the
There's
one who
no
said
way
it.
I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
He's changed, Nagito. You've changed.
You changed.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
What if that leads to the suicide expectation?
You say such falsehoods per usual.
Like, it's not a murder at all, but self-killing.
There is no such thing
I
as
also-
murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
But what if it isn't murder, but instead unaliving Gundam? Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
No, I was just saying, I legit, like, forgot that we had already started the trial last time. So, I'm trying to...
The last time
This is
I
the
forced
one
you
time-
at gunpoint to play video games with me as you were half asleep. Just to crawl along in progress.
No. Yes, but I wanted to. I just didn't mean to be sleepy, but this is like the one time I would have done for a recap. So
we determined that the building is a farce and that the layout wasn't what we thought it was.
Right.
I don't know if we can see it anywhere now, but yeah, so we figured out the layout of the building. I think that was pretty much the most significant thing so far, honestly, is that we kind of determined probably the murder weapon as like the pillar, and that the building was not correct, and that Nagito was the person who went through the octagon. Oh, and that someone else went through the octagon. I think he wasn't the only one.
Really?
So I'm pretty sure that was discovered last time. I think they said that the killer wasn't the only, or that the killer went through it also. I can't remember for sure, but I feel like that was said. I don't know if I'll be able to go back that far, honestly. The killer used that to murder the woods. So the coach already doesn't use the building itself as a spectacular crime. Yeah. So the killer realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, which he had to get through the octagon to do. So that means that he went through it and did the roulette thing, and then was able to see that window. Which again could still just be Nekomaru who did it himself, but maybe that yeah, you're right. A little different than the true identity element of the octagon, and then that means the killer used the building structure, and yeah. So that could either aid to the suicide thing. I guess it doesn't change anything really, because Nekomaru could have been the one that went through it and then killed himself, or someone else did it and killed Nekomaru with it. So who's to say? I think that was the biggest clues from last time. If not, then I'm sure they'll bring it up and we'll be like, oh yeah, also that.
Gundam's head looks like
sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Like whipped cream.
Yeah, or an ice cream scoop.
And just like that, Diva's ready to go to bed.
No. I've been thinking it, and I just didn't have the words to verbalize it.
As fast as we can.
Or Jimmy Neutron. Did we say that?
We might have said Jimmy Neutron. I can see that.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
How ladylike.
Well, Nagito as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Oh god, we have very little health. I remember that.
What? How? I mean, I would asleep, but...
Yeah. I thought it would recharge in the second half, but I think it was because... Actually, I don't remember how either. I guess I was just fucking up. Nekomaru's cause of death.
He was examined as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. As he was beaten with a blunt... Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're a little bit quieter.
Dang it. Alright, well I am laying down. I know I'm not allowed to get comfy, but I am.
Because
so...
you want to go to bed already. Like, okay, I said my piece about Supernatural. I want to sleep.
No! I just wanted to get comfy. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. Can you hear me okay now?
You're sounding okay. For now.
Great. I'm very... this isn't gonna be good for longevity, but I'm propping my head up a little bit for while I lay down. So, cause of death. Wait.
I guess falling? No. It would be beaten with a blunt object, but the object
we just
is the
said
pillar.
that. Yeah, he was beaten to death. Didn't we just say that?
Let's see if this is
Are we supposed to just repeat it?
I wasn't utilized at being.
Crap!
Oh, we
Oof,
did.
yeah. So then I
That
guess
was
it beat
bad.
because it has to utilize. So it has to utilize the building structure. So the only one of these that does that, I guess, is the elevator? No. Falling?
Crap!
Okay, well, good thing we just started, so we'll just skip through this and reload.
We died.
Yay. I would love to reach.
We will never give up!
Okay, now we get all our health back.
Yay. So, no restarting for us?
Skip through all this shit. Okay, now we got full. So I thought that did it at the start of the second half anyway, but... So, falling? Because his battery wouldn't be... Oh, unless... It was because of the time shit that is off? Okay, let's just...
I see!
Okay, falling. Never mind.
That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
I don't really get this, but okay.
Died from falling?
How would he have fallen? Where?
If the funhouse's
Like,
secret
out of the
is that it's
building?
a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
But there's not really any place to fall from.
The window, but like,
And how would he get back into the
Are
building?
you saying they pushed
Exactly.
him off? Where'd they push him off from?
and how did they hoist him back up? Because I'm thinking like if he was, they maybe tied the thing around him and to throw him off and then pulled him back up, but he weighs a lot.
That I don't know yet.
I don't know either.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Phoenix Wright would like to have a word.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
Yeah, exactly.
It might be possible in the tower.
But there's like a floor between the things.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
I guess because the door.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Exactly. So you have to like force the door to stay open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I see the meme that you have sent,
Very.
and
definite.
I am against that.
Well, that seems pretty accurate.
Also, I am against it. Also, why a pro ZD? Is this going to be another slam dunk against me?
It's well, maybe you'll see if you notice or if you understand what I meant by it whenever you watch it. I had to think. I was like, why did I send her a pro ZD thing at first, and then I remembered. So,
I'll watch it now, so you can wait 36 seconds.
goodness. Where did he fall from?
I related a little bit.
You can't.
What are we doing?
I was waiting for you to watch the whole video. Oh shit. Got my phone.
That's not good.
I don't know where we're going with this one, honestly. I'm just kind of reviewing the things that it's giving us to say in this next argument thing. The back of the door, strawberry juice. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we're going with this. Let's just see what they say.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Okay.
I am.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
His good night button?
you can't go through the door on the 4th.
It'd be
If you push
impossible.
his
Then,
night button, he
after
won't
locking
move.
they moved the elevator from the 4th and made use of the drop.
I don't Is that
Oh, I thought we're supposed to be
Hold on. Did
proving
you
that
forget the elevator
something
has a sensor?
did move, so
As long
that.
as there's a moving
Oh wait,
object-
no. I get.
No,
I
that's
get it.
wrong. That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Yeah, that's my thinking. Is like he would just slowly descend. He wouldn't drop, I don't think.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
That is my thinking as well.
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Fucking Kazuichi.
Yeah,
is
Kazuichi
mansplaining.
fucking sucks. God, hope he dies.
Damn, Sonya is really coming into her own in this trial.
Now you're calling me a pest?
At this point, he's gonna
Yeah.
want to die.
I hope so. Especially after seeing that face, I totally forgot about it. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it.
Hang up, I guess? If he was like suspended, yeah, with the wire, but I feel like
The wire, probably, but
wait, oh, there's the. Damn, there's a lot of.
If you arrange it...
What's the wire say? I mean, like, there's the wire, there's the chain.
yeah, I'm thinking I'm back to being lost.
You can...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
They're all just throwing stuff
Why don't we all
out.
shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say.
Oh, now look who's trying to
Silence
stand up
Pest.
for the females.
Thank you,
Don't be
Silence
so
Pest, made it
cold.
back in.
What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh my god. Oh,
I've awoken!
so much for him wanting to kill himself. Okay, so I
God,
think
I hate
maybe the pillar? Like if they...
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Like, I think you have to take one of the blue ones and use it
That
to
arrangement
contradict,
is...
Chuck.
The hammer is suspicious.
I don't think the hammer has any involvement.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Wait, how do I do this?
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Hold on. I thought I had to do just hold the thing and then it'll
Don't be so...
become a thing. Okay. So I'm gonna concentrate, open it. Where's the... Okay. Silence area, focus guard. Fine, truth bullets. Yeah, hold left down on left mouse button. Why is it not letting me self down?
What if I start to enjoy it?
That's not what I meant to do. Everyone was inside the elevator.
If you arrange it a certain way,
How can
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Oh.
So you're telling us all To think about the arrangement, right?
To cause the drop with the pillar.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
I guess not.
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Oh, maybe I use this on the pillar?
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
So I guess maybe we're just agreeing with
That
someone
arrangement
not
is...
to bullet on each other.
The hammer is suspicious.
Maybe.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Crap!
If you arrange...
Fucking hell, I don't really know.
Yeah, this one's a bit of a mystery. I'm still having trouble visualizing what they're
Yeah, exactly.
To think about the arrangement,
claiming.
right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
This for sure. Fuck.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay, maybe we can do the doorknob.
How about we all shut up and listen to what she got?
Silence! Don't...
What if I start to enjoy it?
Okay, maybe the doorknob. Like if they could have tied
If you
him.
arrange it a certain way, you can
to
cause the
doorknob
drop...
or
So you're
something.
telling to think about the arrangement.
That's
That
why it broke
arrangement... The
off.
hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time...
What about the oil on the
The doorknob on the floor seems
sure?
suspicious.
Damn it. You're good. Nope. Okay, not that one.
Crap!
I am thinking about it seriously, and I'm serious.
If you arrange it a certain...
Same.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all
Because our body and left leg were tied from the tie. That tie was also tied into a loop. So maybe we just use the wire on chip. Oh, no, it's not a contradiction.
to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement...
Wait.
The hammer is suspicious.
That was, yeah, because
Isn't
of
it
the
about
loop.
time we
Was
went
the
over
loop
pillar
loop on
again?
What
the?
about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
There we go. Okay.
I agree with that.
Consent between Hajime and Fruity.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape
Consent's
marks on it?
important.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
So we couldn't agree with the doorknob on the doorknob. We'd agree with the wire on the doorknob.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
Classic hanging.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he...
Whoops.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
But
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Yes. So I think this one does have to be a killer then. I don't think Nekomaru could have killed himself this way.
I guess so.
How would he have like made the elevator go down with him up on the top floor in sleep mode?
Yeah.
You had like a contraption to like set a timer on the elevator push button somehow from inside.
Which Kazuichi could totally do.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Oh my god.
We know his dick is big. Okay, we could see it.
You
through
better not finish
thing.
that sentence!
We could see it through his pants.
the killer took
You've
advantage
only
of
been
the
thinking
elevator's
it
unique
the whole
feature.
time.
Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh, look who's trying to disagree.
Oh yeah.
So what if they created
Bet.
a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
He hit his head on a pillar.
Why?
If If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
The oil rushed to his head.
Yeah, I was thinking it, but I don't trust you saying it.
Broken doorknob. Because it popped out of the thing.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him up. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Gravity.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh.
Crap!
But you are a coward,
Nekomaru fell on his
Kazuichi.
own?
You're not that kind of coward, but you're a coward.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Oh, okay, there was more.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do... Now's the... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nek is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, so we have to go through.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do... Now's the time if you want... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
On the second one? His sleep mode.
What?
He was still in
Nekomaru
sleep.
fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
Okay, wait.
Oh, he uses the timer to recover from sleep mode, right? That's what it said? The clock's alarm tower.
To recover from sleep mode, you're right. Clock's arms are stopped around 7:30 and the alarm was set to 10:30 as well. Yeah, you're right. It's the alarm timer. Do we have that as a thing? Okay, we do.
If he was sleeping, there's no way.
Right.
Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside
Oh,
is
shit,
just
not a cut.
impossible. End of story.
I didn't realize I had a limited amount of cuts.
I didn't notice. I should have noticed that at the end. Or at the bottom.
Nekomaru
Right.
fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Pest.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Shit yourself.
Yes.
if
Struggle.
something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Nekomaru's a heavy boy.
He a big boy. He was a big boy.
Oh, that's right. He tried to force it open.
That's true.
Clatter, 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 clatter.
Oh, I'll miss him.
Yeah. That's the clue he left for us to find? I don't know
I
about
see.
that.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Smiling
finally
as you
understand
say
now?
it.
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just
Uh-huh.
a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh,
if
God.
I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Yeah. Sim.
No,
I mean-
I believe you gave your all.
She will not give him anything.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
I love it.
He gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm,
Well,
Nekomaru
Yakuza
ended
boy
up falling
beat
while
his
he was
ass.
still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
He got his head bonked. He collided with that pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Same, Akane.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See?
How-
Told you the pillar
where
was
was
the
the
weapon. My gut
pillar-
was totally right.
Because it was still on the floor, so when the floor lowered, the pillars were with it. And then he fell on top of it and knocked it over.
Well,
Sorry,
the pillar
go
was a
again?
bonus.
So
It's
when
not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Because the thing is that the elevator lowers, and the elevator's just the floor of that room. So everything that was on it, including the pillars, just kind of go down with it. So with Nekomaru suspended above, the pillars were now underneath him. So when he fell, he would hit his head on it before hitting the floor.
Okay. I think I just need to see the room again
At
because
this
I
point, it is
forgot.
quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Oh, boy.
And if we map it out from there,
God, this is gonna be the nightmare part where you have to figure out all the time.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
But we were supposed to meet up at that
Nah,
time.
that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Oh, you like that, don't you, Gundam? With all your breathing.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
We at least figured this part out pretty soon. Or early.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna prove it, but I know that it's there.
Yeah. This is the Phoenix Wright way.
Good night, Butterbean, because I can't wall clock, radio clock. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to do the radio clock. Or the wall clock, because they're programmed.
We headed for Grape.
But first, I need to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
So we got. Okay. Radio clock. Clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. It's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with.
So basically,
so that one has to be right.
yeah.
Wall clock. 5:30 a.m. The clock. Heard by alarm with the wall clock in the lounge, and the strawberry has a second floor start going off. He goes out the lounge by coincidence and manages to stop the alarm. But Kazuichi and Gundam rush to the. That someone's calling me again. He's been, very chatty recently.
Do you need to talk to your big brother?
No, I talked to him literally like maybe 2 hours or so ago. He just was going to tell me about a movie that he saw. does it count too? That was what we were just reading. No. Yuhiko saw Nekomaru walking to the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. 5:30 a.m. the wall clock.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer
I mean,
probably
he's
did some
right.
tampering. They probably
Gundam's
messed with the
so
clock
right.
inside
He's always so
Nekomaru's
smart.
chest.
Oh, that one.
Gotta be it!
Yeah. So that one they can't have done because it can't be tampered with. Makes this easier.
We headed for Great before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died because
His time of death and the time. One of those must be an.
The killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's.
No, that's wrong.
Nice.
No,
Nice
the clock inside his
counter.
chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all
Kazuichi
the clocks
contributing.
inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Not very gangster.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
I was gonna say, like, wait, Gundam's trying to talk down to Sonya now? That didn't last long.
He's so soft.
Yeah. Guys, I'm the alpha in the relationship, I swear.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
I think what it was that like he was saying human as in like a general term, but then she was like, "Wait, I'm human. We're not lying." And he's like, "Okay, no, it's disappointing."
Yes, that was the plot. Time to enter our mind palace. Must die every
Logic
time.
dive.
We zoom.
Don't you just love when you get to play Mario Kart?
Oh fuck! Yeah,
Oh.
I'm a gamer. Oh,
Nice. This is new.
yeah.
It seems more difficult than usual.
Bruh, doing some fucking sick tricks, bruh. Why did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Ooh, God, fucking. Okay. Where the murder happened, who the killer is, the time in the building. Because even though
The
he's saying they were
time in the building.
yeah, even though you're saying that they're all displayed at the same time, they could have just all been changed, I would think. That's the logic here. Whoa, gnarly, dude.
Noise, noise.
Cowabunga, bros. Huh. Fucking parkour. Huh. Oh, what? I totally cleared that sick jump. Can't believe they interrupted my cowabunga. What?
Ow.
I'm a gamer. Come
I-
on.
I just gotta take it easy, bro.
So good at video games, though.
Find your center.
I guess I just gotta get closer to the edge. Fall, but... You just gotta risk it all for that trick, bruh. Which closed
Yeah.
The buildings. No, the buildings closed?
Both?
No, because Nekomaru's can't be tampered
Oh wait,
with.
I didn't see that what their option was.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna assume like both buildings.
Yeah.
But
Man, my mind palace is so intense. It's because I'm a cool person. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. We're good.
Nice. Man, I bet if this was a rhythm game, you'd be killing it.
Which house had the wrong time? Fuck.
This one was both.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Right?
I think. I honestly fucking forget which house is girls and which is boys. Okay, cool, it's both. Awesome. Epic. We have reached the conclusion of our Mind Palace.
It's all coming together.
They did the impossible. Saw the invisible. Row changed.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Isn't that what you put together?
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Enough for us to miss Monokuma Taichi or whatever. Clarify how much. I don't know, but you can do that. That's gonna take math, probably.
Well, if it was 7:30 on
the
the
train leaves the station at 7:30,
I know.
traveling 80 miles per hour, covering a distance of 40 kilometers.
If the time in the building was all messed up.
Train leaves at 7:30. Okay, so we have Nagito's sudden arrival, clock's alarm, broken door, not strange feeling.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Probably heard a rumbling noise around 5:30, which is probably Nekomaru dying.
Wow, you didn't do the thing.
Oh, the Attack on Titan thing? Listen, Diva, I'm trying to solve a murder, okay? Now's not the time for jokes. If we don't do this fast, you're gonna fall asleep.
No, I'm fine.
Walking toward the strawberry house at 5. So 2
Oh,
hours?
so that, yeah, it's
2.5
easy.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
No, I mean, but no, yeah, that was right.
If the time in the building was all messed up,
yeah, I think we need
you.
Oh no, shit, you're right. Yeah, it was 7:30 because that was his clock. I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Forget what it is.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
My bad.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that
Is
down?
it gonna be? Oh,
If only
that
I
was the
heard
one that said
sound
5
from the
a.m.,
bell.
not Fuyuhiko's.
I agree with that.
Now we're consenting with Sonya. I wonder how Fuyuhito's gonna feel about this.
That's right.
Right.
We should have heard the
Well,
sound he made when he fell.
I'm sure he's
Wasn't
into it.
that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
Rumbling.
Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st.
I'm sure if/when I ever read/watch Attack on Titan, I'll really appreciate that reference.
You'd have to watch it more so, I think, than read it to fully appreciate it, because it's one of the OPs. I mean, the rumbling itself is, like, probably said in the manga and stuff, but, like, the way I say it is from the opening.
Fair enough.
It's obvious we hear the impact sound.
we heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonya?
Yes,
Immediately notices.
That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Oh,
There's
Or
nothing to
less.
worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
oh no.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Why wouldn't she have heard it?
Was it because the girls were sleeping somewhere else? No, but it.
Because we were with the girls, and I think we heard it.
Yeah.
And we were asleep, and she was awake.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't like that. I don't like that they put that in for Sonya. 2 hours.
I see!
Oh, they got a simple-ish math.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
Now the question is, why is this? I guess, like, why would the killer mess with the times? I guess just to throw us off.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus,
Just
the fun was
to
windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements.
make sure that we weren't around.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Type.
Yeah, no, I think that's a better reason.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
Yeah, probably for the money.
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Right,
Or that.
Yeah. Yeah, because his clock is perfect.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Is it the clock? They use the.
Massage
Oh.
time. No, I think it's.
I see.
Oh, Tai Chi, because. Okay, I gotcha.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
Yeah, so now it's maybe not suicide again, but I mean, Nekomaru could have done it so that no one else would go with him.
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
You should have gone to Monokuma Tai Chi before you could go.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Okay, what sucks is that fucking what's-his-face was there after. Well, he didn't see where he came from, maybe? No, this isn't my one. Let me go to accounts. Not that one. Kazuichi's account? No. Fucking hell, whose was it? Wall clock?
Kane's.
No.
Or-
Yeah, here we go. Yugo's at the lounge. Coincidence. Managed to stop the alarm 5:30. Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted. So we don't necessarily know where he came from. But he was there pretty quick after all this happened.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time,
Yeah.
he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Yeah. Exactly. When did that happen?
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Never heard of that.
Wrong!
Neither have I. Or I thought he meant like having his foot, putting his foot in his mouth or
That's
something
not
like
it.
that.
It's incorrect. pattern like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Okay. Go on.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
Because of the people's alibi.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
That was a JoJo.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Fucking hell, he's gonna be like, all us boys were in the place, so it has to be the girls and also Hajime.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
The rumbling.
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't
It's
have
gonna
an
be
alibi
Sonya
at
being
that
like,
time?
I didn't hear it.
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Or Nagito.
Who isn't? Who's the bastard?
Wouldn't it be Nagito?
Oh. Really?
Well, because... fuck, I can't review the evidence. Well, it has to be one of the boys, because they're talking about who didn't come out of their guest room. So it's either Nagito or Gundam. But I thought Gundam was... there. Or is it...
See, my guess was gonna be Sonya, but if Kazuichi's calling them a bastard, then... Oh wait, was it Fuyuhiko that called them a bastard?
It was Akane.
Akane, oh. Really?
Yeah, she was the last one to say something at the end. I can't...
Well, no, but who was the first person?
Kazuichi...
That bastard never came out of their room.
Yeah, Kazuichi.
Okay, so then he would never call Sonya a bastard, so it's not her.
Yeah, it has to be... It's either Gundam or Nagito, but I can't fucking remember. I mean, we know it's not Nagito. But I feel like they're just wanting us to say Nagito?
Or Gundam.
Fucking shit. Yeah, okay, I thought he did.
Me too.
But it doesn't make sense that...
Crap!
So then it has to be Nagito, but we know it's not gonna be him, so this is just a farce again.
You're the only one!
Okay.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Literally fucking... What's her name all over again? Why am I blanking on the first girl's name? The detective.
Kyoko?
Kyoko, yeah. When she was being accused and she was just like...
Yeah. Yeah. So the...
It's me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Is he doing the octagon at this time?
Please,
Probably.
say something.
Fucking... You've really been spending too much time around
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank,
Y'all are big.
even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
I want to make him back on his alibi.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling
man.
sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
I think though maybe this is... I don't like that they're doing this, but this almost aids Sonya in not being the one, because why would she say this if it's like self-incriminating?
I know. That's what I'm...
Sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Like if this would be something where she just, oh yeah, I heard it with everybody else.
Yeah.
But that would have to imply that she was in the fucking Octagon too, maybe? But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't be in there at the same time.
To be honest, it's not just them.
Oh.
The same goes for me too.
Okay.
Interesting.
No, I'm not worried at all, because
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, they must have all been in the normal rooms, I think. Oh, do we have to do a fucking... Okay, I have to go to the... Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, wait. N-O-R-M-A-L-R-O-O-N-S. Fuck, I don't remember the names of the things. What were the room classifications again?
I don't remember.
Fucking... I don't remember what the rooms were called. It's been 8 years since we had to do the thing. Deluxe rooms? Maybe they were deluxe.
Oh. I think so. Yeah.
I'm not... I was just...
Woo! Go Gabe!
Save that for later.
Got it!
Booyah.
And you say your memory is bad.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Barred. Oh wait, they have like solid walls or something. Yeah, soundproof, air, okay.
I definitely didn't remember that.
Yeah. That's the deluxe standard in here. But I thought there was only one deluxe room on each side. Is there two? How did three of them have... I don't remember.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
You know...
Somehow I don't think this is a compliment.
Now then,
I know.
you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Okay, so if those three just were proven innocent, and then we didn't do it... I mean, is he trying to say it would be Akane? But Akane had the alibi of being out? What was Akane again? Fucking hell.
I don't know who he's trying to point the finger towards.
Because she said she heard the sound.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess her being the odd one out. But did she also have a... She had a deluxe room. Okay.
Oh. Wait, no,
But there's no way she did it.
No, because it was Chiaki, Sonia, and Nagito that had the deluxe rooms.
Oh.
Akane had the crummy room, remember? Because she's like, yeah, this one feels more like home or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and that's why she heard it. But
God,
still, there's no way she did it.
If they're gonna try and do that, I'm gonna be very upset. That just seems so out of line with their character and everything. If they try and pull like a bait and switch. But then the only ones left on our side are us two. And like obviously we didn't do it. Akane wouldn't have done it unless they're gonna try and pull that shit. Which would mean it would be one of the boys that were all three at the place when the 5:30 shit happened or whatever.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Good, I'm glad you do, because I'm not sure I do. Focus!
Oh, God. You almost scared me.
We just say Kazuichi.
I really want to, but
that's
alas.
Pretty chill. Who doesn't?
And neither does Akane.
Is that who you want to choose?
I mean, it's like you said. I think that's the one they're trying to pull. Just because when have we ever trusted them to give us the benefit of the doubt? Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah,
For once, we could have given
thank goodness.
him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So then I think it has to be
Kazuichi?
Gundam.
I would choose Kazuichi before I choose Gundam in a heartbeat.
Well, shit.
No!
Sleeping in my room, I built it up. Oh. Crap! I know what this is doing now.
What?
Because we pretty much all have alibis. Oh. Crap!
Oh.
Fine. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Is it Gundam? Shit.
No! Never! Gabe, so help me God.
I don't know.
I'm actually scared. I'm so scared.
I thought that they were actually going with the fucking suicide route.
You're the only one!
Oh my God, no!
Oh,
no! Gabe, no!
There's something I want to ask you.
I legit thought it was going to be Nekomaru before it was Gundam. Shit.
Gabe,
I don't
please.
actually... I know I've said a bunch of incriminating shit about him, like, leading up to this.
I know.
I actually don't know how.
I don't either.
Okay, what do we have to ask him? I'm not sure what I might be...
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Yeah, but so did fucking Kazuichi.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, he's already sounding different. I don't like that.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the
there it
night,
is.
it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Oh. I didn't remember that. Yeah, if he had the same room, the deluxe rooms too. So it was two on both sides. Okay, see, I thought it was weird that two girls had it and one boy, because I thought there was only one. But
Who
there
had
was
the other
two.
deluxe room?
Gundam.
No, Gundam and...
Nagito.
Oh. Okay.
You're what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Yeah.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
No, please, God,
Oh,
no.
Sonia.
No.
Gundam, how could you do it? Think of the women.
There's only one
I'm
possibility.
literally that
You
the
opened your room
office
this time.
gift. No, God, please, no! No!
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
It was just a coincidence.
You have some sort of explanation,
It was...
right?
Oh, fucking hell. They seriously were pushing them so hard for this.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
Because he was there, and he would have seen him cross the threshold.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Oh man, what is this gonna do to Sonya? And you?
Until the moment that alarm started ringing.
I
right?
am actually...
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
I hate it. I
In
hate
their
it so
original
much.
plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
This means Sonya's gonna be the killer next or some shit. I just know it. Now that Gundam's gonna fucking die, she's gonna go off the rails and either get killed or kill somebody.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Gundam, you have children.
Unfortunately,
That's
they
why
failed
he
to
did it.
secure that alibi.
He did it for the hamsters because they were starving.
Probably. We did mention that. But they had the flowers and shit.
I
whatever
was
he
in the
said.
lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
I gave him too much credit.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so his hamsters have superior hearing
The answer is
and
10.
could even hear through a
I possess 10
soundproof
ears.
wall.
I mean, I'd take it, because that would more incriminate Kazuichi again.
Yeah, I would
That
definitely
means I
take
have
it.
5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Yeah, look at that little hamster. You gotta believe it. The one in his palm of his hand.
Is that your argument?
Yeah, I mean, I want to believe it,
You
but...
bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
He's not helping us.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet,
My heart
being
is in my
suspected by
chest.
all of you.
In
It
my
seems it was
throat.
actually
I'm-
horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
Oh, man.
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious. that
Okay,
Gundam
but
is the
now it's
killer.
feeling too simple.
Yeah. Whenever they go...
You usually have to have a
obvious.
whole, yeah,
Hold on a sec.
a whole
You know,
freak out.
Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce.
Because he killed himself.
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
POV, you are diva.
Nagito,
I
something definitely
hate
happened to you. At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Changed.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Changed, man.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. and finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
No, I think we did.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Your queen demands you answer.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
I would
Based on
love
your
that to be true.
assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
This is gonna bring the change. It comes in. Which if he's trying to reverse it, that's gonna paint it on one of us. Which is not good.
Although
But I would
going
take
to
that
and
over
fro is
Gundam.
busy
God,
enough
take
as
me
it is.
instead.
How would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
And we did suspect that he could have done that with his hamsters.
The stop elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
Yeah, so he's turning it back on the girl's side.
For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Yep, he's great. No, no!
So obviously wrong. Okay, where are we going with this? My button will talk about the fuck broken bone.
That elevator was...
Contact elevator. Can you keep us account?
If the killer is Gundam, I'm not sleeping tonight.
Contact elevator was used to move between both houses. Was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. God, I can't fucking... So the Grape House must have been our side, and it must have been the top? Fuck, I cannot remember the layout. We can't look at the map.
This was a complex one for as much shit as we were giving it. Like, yes, strawberry means it was Strawberry House, and grape means it was Grape House.
Broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret
Oh.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Hold up. But we don't have that option. We don't have
Why
Nagito's
don't we stop
appearance.
this already?
Because Nagito's appearance is the secret passage shit.
That's true.
He was supposed to be at Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The contact elevator should have been broken. But we don't have this
Yeah.
to use here. An accomplice.
But Gundam's hamsters?
You don't have anything, again, to, like, to use that on. Okay, wait, hold up.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you had to, like, absorb.
Maybe, yeah. Let me see what we can use, what we can take.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
There we go.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Oh.
No.
But the killer can
See, I think we're
return
supposed to use the
Strawberry
secret
House.
passage.
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that
It would have been different. Or if there was a secret passage.
How much longer do you... Why don't we stop this already?
Well, shit. God, I was really hoping the whole
That
fucking
elevator was
tampered with the elevator was gonna put it back.
the only
positive.
means of travel between...
Me too.
No,
I
that's
think we
wrong.
all did.
I mean, it could still maybe be, but...
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Yep, it was Nagito. Nagito did it. Nagito was the killer.
You're the only one!
It could only be you.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
He practically
There's a
announced
secret
himself.
passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Gundam,
What
please.
if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
I don't see
There's no way
how
we
that's a
stop.
sound argument. Because weren't we all informed about it?
Say?
Exactly. That's what he's saying. Is that there's no way.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh. Gundam, I would like you even when you are angry.
Wire, good night, but shadow, killer clock, killer fragments, radio clock, wire.
I don't...
I don't really know what we're gonna be using here.
Even if the turbine...
Got it underneath Mechmar's body, no fragments on top of his body. Wire, we haven't used the wire, the good night button.
You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I'm gonna miss him so much.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! You don't want to at least pray
shit.
to the key which
I was trying to
dwells
cut
in
the other
light.
word. Fuck! I didn't see what it was. Okay, thank God. At least I didn't. Start providing evidence that the killer went to the Octagon. Here's just another.
Know the limits of your own...
The evidence that proves he went to the Octagon.
Because the chain?
Oh, no. For the hammer? Well, we don't have the chain or the hammer, though.
You say the killer went to the
Wire, I
Octagon? Don't
Yeah,
bark, you
okay.
cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
Okay, it's just all of it.
Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Like the chain would have been more obvious.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
Okay, well,
So I'm going to end this right now.
we still need the Gundam freakout, and we still are gonna have to do that very long summary, so I guess there's still a chance for Gundam to say something.
Hey, what do you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
Unless the
The
game is really
elevator
not
was
gonna make
probably
us do
broken
that.
by that point.
He did say this is just the opening act,
Nekomaru
so
wasn't
he's like
able to go to Grape
speedrunning.
Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry
this is just
Tower.
auto-playing,
But
I'm not
surprise!
clicking.
Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Wow.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Yeah, like I didn't go through any of that. That was just the game doing it on its own. It was like
Damn.
fucking Nagito was like, I used to be the protagonist of these games.
I know. That's what it
Their
felt
plan
like.
was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting it.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Gundam.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Sonia was asking him to kick Kazuichi's ass. Or not to kick his ass. So we know he's a fighter in some regard.
Yeah.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
Is his pride gonna lead him to admit it?
You
He's like, I would.
do not understand! You don't understand at all!
I
Fucking
fought
hard
with
it
my.
was to push his button!
I know. I fought with my mind, not my brawn. Like
You make me
brain.
laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Are you talking about like coming or
What do
shitting?
you
It's
I-
obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
It seems like we're gonna do the freak out thing,
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button.
but he's too tall.
However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least
Did he
surpass
get
your
his
own
little
human
hamsters to do
limitation.
it? To crawl up Nekomaru and push the button?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, his neck is shattered. And the thing is, like, broken.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems like they busted it open. But I guess that could be after the fact, after he fell.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Oh, no.
Why do we do
Such
this?
a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well.
I will
shall
never be
teach you
satisfied.
2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I mean, I don't think any of us want to admit it.
I don't think any of us care. Like, I think we all would have been fine. I would rather us all vote Kazuichi and die than lose Gundam and have to live afterwards. Not to be dramatic, but I would die for Gundam.
If we're doing the panic talk,
I
actually.
won't let
No! No!
I don't remember how to do this one.
Crushed as David prophesied!
How do
I won't let you!
Wait,
For the
fuck,
Tanaka
I don't remember how to
Yeah, I
play.
know I said I would die for him, but
How do I reload? Oh, tab. Okay. that's what
Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
Gabe. Gabe.
I'm just doing what I'm told.
Gabe, stop! Where I'm already dead.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
I have an 80-90 Fuck!
Crushed
I
as
lost
David
my combo.
prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire!
I almost had 100. Wait.
I
You
won't
didn't
let
Oh,
you!
want-
fuck.
For the Tanaka Empire!
I hate when it does this.
Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you!
Crushed as David
For the Tanaka
prophesied.
Empire! It's Nekomaru's back.
yeah.
Do you really think I can get behind him so
No!
I did the wrong button. I had to do the...
Crushed as David
Seriously,
prophesied!
use his hamsters.
Show me the cadaver!
I
Yeah,
I can't.
I won't let you! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily? For the Tanaka Empire!
It's just, you really can't accept it. I get it, Gabe. You can't accept it.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
This,
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get
This is the end.
this is like, I think this is worse than
Even if you didn't
when
get behind him,
Mondo
You should have been
was
able to press the button on the back of his neck.
the guy. Like, I mean, is it? I don't know.
As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
I think I like him a lot more. See, I like Gundam as an individual. Mondo, I liked with Taka.
I was literally
That's
just gonna
the
fucking
problem.
say the reason is because they were the gay couple and this is
Yes,
the hetero
they-
couple.
Yes,
So you don't
it's
care as much.
well, no, it's not even. I'm
you
just saying, like
seriously
Mondo as a
saying you
character,
used
like he was just a
hamsters
big
to press
brawny
the
guy,
button on
but
the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Gundam has just a presence. Like,
God damn it. Which means, yeah, now it's back to the Gundam dies here and Sonya's gonna be next now.
I know.
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster. But it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Dude, no, I'm blind. I didn't see anything.
I don't really
Oh,
remember that.
I don't either.
So use them to push the button at some point.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
I don't remember that either.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and
But
press the
you see
button
how
on the
fat
back
his
of
hamsters
neck.
are? There's no way
How about
Gundam wouldn't have,
Gundam?
or he wouldn't have noticed. Oh, it's the freak out.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit
What?
it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation
Stop!
of
I'm already
corpses.
dead.
You can't find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample
They're not
this
gonna
life.
just even let us,
Trample
like,
it
just
as
get it
though
over
were
with.
mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Oh, okay, there he is him. Fucking
Oh my god!
well, this sucks because we're losing 2 and 1 again. We set the clock. Yeah, we don't have that one. Who's in the lounge since the early morning?
You know what's worse, Gabe? I mean, again, even more than that, that I bet, you know how we had, Teru, reveal his real accent and whatever?
Yeah.
Do you think Gundam's gonna drop the performance?
I would have, if he was going to, I would have thought he'd do it already. Like he would have done it
I
before the
mean,
closing argument.
Teru didn't.
Didn't he?
No, wasn't it like right when he was saying his goodbyes and then he was executed?
Oh, I thought
I thought that's what it was.
I thought he did it by the panic time, but maybe.
Oh, you're right. I think he might have let it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. But maybe him, like, whenever he's shy around Sonya is kind of the teaser to how he really is. I don't know why I want this. I
You just
don't
want
want.
to see the real him before it's too late.
Yeah, I guess so. I want him to. I don't want him to have any regrets. Okay. I mean, he probably already does.
Gundam did that, we don't have Gundam. What time do you go see it? Okay, what's that? Oh, okay, that was a very clear way of wording that. Who's in the lounge since the early morning?
Oh god, the image with those hamsters. That's a nightmare in itself. At the bottom.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh. I'm not sleeping.
Well, great. We can make progress on Sonya dying next.
Why? Why, Gundam? Goddamn Gundam. Gundam.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
I'm gonna do. We have to take care of his hamsters for him. Oh god, they probably are. I know.
They literally aided him in the murder, so.
Oh, but no. Remember, it's never the accomplices that will die. It's the person who actually did the killing.
Well, the hamsters did then. They pushed the button. Maybe.
They put him to sleep, but that was only so that he could tie the string and drop him.
I don't know if Gundam was gonna give anyone his hamsters though.
I don't think. Well, I mean,
He would maybe
you
give
wouldn't.
Sonya the hamsters, but then Sonya would live, and I don't think she's gonna live, unfortunately.
But as a parent, you don't think he would have wanted to protect children from the same fate if he was complicit?
If he was thinking about the children, he wouldn't have done it in the first place. Diva!
Maybe that's what he was thinking of them too much. Probably wanted to make sure they had food and a good life.
Sounds like some serious copium.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally,
God, I hope
in order to
Kazuichi
secure
dies
an
instead of
alibi,
Sonya next.
The killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge.
I need a reprieve. That's what they would do. It's like, here, I know you guys just had to lose a character you actually liked, so here you go. You get to lose a character you hate.
I'm doubting it. Kazuishi's gonna be the fucking high dude of this campaign.
I know.
Although, you know, again, this wasn't a suicide, apparently, so it's different than what they were trying to set it up as, it seems like.
After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deadline. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody
How dare they make
else.
Gundam look so
That secret
evil,
being Strawberry House
cool.
and Grape House are actually the same building.
I mean, he would probably love it.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
And we still don't know who...
The killer was waiting for him there.
Well, I mean, they're not saying that he's the one who broke the elevator.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of
Power
Nekomaru's
of
neck.
hamsters. Why did they even have to make the
This
hamsters
forced him
look
to
evil?
enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
There you go.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage,
Fucking 6 acts. Dude.
so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Take one last look at him,
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
Gundam, the chicks dug you. Why would you do this?
You were our friend.
Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
Oh my god, she's...
You
Wow.
don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
He's really holding on to it.
My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Well, love it, huh?
You're beloved to him.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Usually they crack and slip more towards the end and freak out.
Who will be chosen as the
Yeah.
blackened? Will you make the right choice or
Maybe
the
there's
dreadfully
still
wrong?
time. Not that I want to
Please
see
pull
that.
the lever. Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part.
Seems like his hamsters are about to die with him.
I don't. You don't know that. You don't know that. I had to read the lines now.
Kill him, Diva. Execute.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results,
Yahoo!
you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. Well, yeah, mistakes you die. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse
Yaha!
was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then,
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
jeez.
No. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either. So do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who is lost? Oh, this might be the last time I ever voice him. The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
This is like the box episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
What do you mean?
When Jake was like, so you did this, and then you got lucky, and then you did this, and you were like, oh shit, and you're flailing, and you're struggling. And he's like, no, I was fucking perfect, how dare you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It was not an easy thing to do, Nekomaru's 6'10", okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost
What?
and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
So you're saying if he did freak out, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so, but that's not really a good argument. If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Whatever you just did, you sound very muffled.
Let's make history.
Did you hear me when I said that he then technically might have killed himself in this case?
Oh. I mean, I guess maybe you could see it that way, but that's like saying, like, I didn't kill him, the bullet wound did. I just had to shoot him, but it's not like he died. He died from bleeding out. He didn't have to bleed out.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm just curious if that's the connection. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much as Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle, killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you this.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to kill me.
Huh?
What? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. Is he trying to say Nekomaru attacked him first?
I don't think so.
You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
Yeah, but how reliable of a narrator is Gundam,
The
really?
scorching, stinging,
Not great.
tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
And then
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
But why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. In my country, though fairly recently, we outlawed pistols at dawn.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
So I just realized after this, my two deepest voice characters are going to be gone. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. This is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. What? Are you telling us? Okay, good, I don't want to read it. Oh, I'd rather have to than have our friends with each other.
Fall, my tears.
Now I have a feeling of abandonment. This promotions, simply reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
Yeah.
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Such as my hamsters.
Listen well!
Oh yeah, they do. This is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is hell, then what would you call giving up on life instead?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
You saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But
But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same, too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is an absolute truth. Yeah, you did.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was merely child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that your head isn't right. It's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam? Oh shit, that's you.
Oh. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you?
There you go, Diva. They're trying to redeem him. Even though I feel like if this was really the case, he would have come out sooner.
I hate it here. I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade
That's
like
a yes.
dust in the wind.
Until Sonia asks.
Hmm?
He said until Sonia asks. He's gonna build all this up and then she's gonna be like, really? And he's gonna be like, well, maybe a little.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, is it impossible? Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started.
Oh damn, I guess he maybe isn't really a chuny. I guess he's really fucking holding to the bit.
Did I read that?
Yes, indeed.
Oh. Yay, you got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please
wait!
This is all just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam.
Huh?
Is Sonia? It's almost like you like him a lot.
Please, I beg of you. I know our relationship is forbidden because I am royalty, and he is nothing more than a delusional peasant, but you simply can't stop love.
How pitiful.
Sonia. As an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not benefit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Well, I do not mind. However...
My
What is it,
hamsters.
my 4 dark days of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
This has never been more painful.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I guess he's really taking his hamsters with him to die. So yeah, Sonya's gonna die next. That really sucks. And I bet Gundam's gonna be like eaten alive or some shit. Yeah.
Please no. Please no.
Trampled. Or both? Anyway, you knew it had to do with animals.
Stampede.
Just stick out your arm like Chris Pratt. Oh, maybe he is.
He
gonna
did.
Die.
He did save them. He.
Summoning circle?
Transmutation circle or something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it is a transmutation circle.
Bless you. Oh, his
Thank you.
little hamsters are really... Oh, he's fine. Look, he's fine. Oh my god. Oh, he's... Okay. What a fucking weirdo. I mean, if nothing else, he's had one of the more noble deaths, I guess, of like the series.
I need to go to bed.
Gundam. But why? You didn't dick down just pushy big style or whatever that thing that Brendan said was.
Oh my god.
No. No. You're leaving me here with Kazuichi Gundam.
Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his partner was still lingering deep in her chest. Don't give up on life. I misunderstood what he meant. I feel like giving up on life. What's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get over his death.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off I need to throw something. Kazuichi, get over here.
Damn it!
I spent so much time worrying about each other. And thanks to that, things ended up like this. Oh crap, maybe Akane is gonna be the killer next. I don't like either of those.
Oh no.
Full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer. Clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our best to make sure Kazuichi's the one who dies next.
You are right.
Agreed. You are right. You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
Except Kazuichi.
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell. And I presume he will be very cross with us.
Oh, the tears running down her. Oh.
I will be strong for him.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Wow.
Shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. So we still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all, whatever this is, this game.
Yeah.
So, don't just stand there. You've got 2 feet. Get up and use them. Stand up and oh my god. Is this not a Full Metal Alchemist reference?
Live. It's fucking very reminiscent, especially with the transmutation circle and shit.
Yeah, because that was the line, right? At least in the original, like when Ed was talking to Rose, like you've got 2 legs and feet. Get up and use them.
Stand up and walk. Good. Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs. Go. So get up and use them. You're strong enough to make your own path. Yeah, it's pretty similar.
If you don't, everyone will find out. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, like, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering?
Aren't one of you trying to go to bed?
Yeah. Class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. Like, and also you all get food. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Okay, bye!
Hold on.
Okay, bye!
How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Until there's about 5 or 4 left, like in the first game. So, Kazuichi, die. Yeah, that'll be... Oh, wait, I have to include us.
Yeah, so 2 more are gonna die at least. And unfortunately, I feel like it's not gonna be... I mean, at this point, only people that we like are pretty much left, aside from Kazuichi, and I feel like... So even if he is one of the ones to die, there's still gonna be 1 more. And I feel like he also won't die, which is unfortunate.
I would see... Fuyuhiko's not safe, since we lost Gundam.
Yeah,
Like, Fuyuhiko's definitely not safe.
But I don't think his character would be killed super easily, and... So shit, is the next trial gonna be the last one, maybe? Because there'll be a killer, and then the killed person, so that's gonna get 2 more out.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave 5. I don't know, that seems... I mean, it's not quick, we've fucking been in this forever, but... I'm kinda curious... Ah, shit, I don't wanna get spoilers, though. I don't know, how many cases... Let me see how many cases we had in the first game. Danganropa 1... cases.
Who was the last to die? Sakura? In the first game?
That's what I'm trying to remember. No, the last one to die was... so we got incriminated for the last one. Or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But we, there was also the whole thing where, like, we were incriminated and then we escaped and we didn't do it. And then fucking Junko came back and all that shit. And we still don't necessarily know the traitor in this one, since it apparently is in Gundam. So we still have that to deal with too. So there's still some shit left, I guess. Okay, I'll have to see what chapter starts after this. Let me see. How long? That's what I'm trying to find out. How long is it going to continue? Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Yeah. It's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. Oh, her too.
Oh no.
To live, right?
I cannot take this anymore.
God. They're both... Which again, like, I'm happy that they're trying to find the good side. But this also means that they're like, yeah, I guess we should just kill each other.
Oh no. I don't think that's the... Oh.
Because he was like, don't sit around and wait to die. But I mean, I guess now we won't be starving to death, so maybe it's not...
Yeah, I thought that's what he was referring to. Now that he's done this. Take care of each other. I don't know. She's certainly something
The
else.
question is that how they will take it after losing the two people they care about?
Oh, I doubt it. But I want to believe.
Seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
And let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. Maybe
Right?
some of us together.
Maybe some of us forever. Looking at Kazuichi.
And then let's do our best again. Until one of us decides not to.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend. With this, the class trial has come to an end once again. Oh, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. We were all crying on the inside. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the despair, the dark despair looming over us. However, the only thing I was worried about is how to kill Kazuichi.
Oh, Nagito
Oh.
left right away, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
he suddenly disappeared from our sight.
definitely. Yeah. So you gonna tell us what you found?
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian
Yeah,
roulette.
okay, he was lying out of his ass. And he was like, yeah, it was just fucking Hajime's file, and it just said that he's a normie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all that it was.
Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy.
The traitor, or who's controlling Monokuma now, because Junko shouldn't be, but we'll see.
And before everyone else, too. And what good will that do you, my guy? But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell I was lying.
Yeah, no one.
Mm-hmm.
Except fucking everybody.
Yeah, because you were acting fucking weird. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. Okay, well, that
It was obvious.
people believed.
Well,
Mostly obvious to the player, I guess.
Obviously the player, but they believed him. I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved.
I really am the protagonist.
Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive
damn
this.
it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Oh yeah, and there's still this thing.
Monokuma appears!
Oh yeah. Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well. Well, yeah, it's only my second time dealing with you.
Well,
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. Oh.
Yeah. You know, in the first game, this was the chapter that we found out who the killer was. Or the traitor was, rather. Not the killer, the traitor.
Yeah. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah? What about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received.
And like a bunch of them are here.
But isn't that weird?
say what?
Oh yeah, there's a hidden student in this one too.
You don't even know?
Oh yeah.
I think, right? Like there was in the first game with Junko and the twin or whatever.
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course!
That's right! I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But...
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the pile? Or the file?
That doesn't seem right.
Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? And what's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something as small like that, right? Or if it's my job.
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. Oh, what's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Your existence means nothing, huh? Right there. Ugh.
No!
Oh, that's just how I feel. I'm sure how you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. It's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation.
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor to do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No!
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle all the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
When you say that coming across this much despair is rather a rare opportunity. Can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. I can eliminate despair from this island. I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence even, or that could even be called ultimate hope.
Which I think is tied back to the first game. Because wasn't Junko like the ultimate despair or something, right? So we beat her with the ultimate hope or something.
Sorry, come again?
Wasn't Junko like the ultimate despair or something?
Yeah.
So we had to become like the ultimate hope. Maybe.
On bread. Yeah.
On bread? What?
I had a sentence. I thought I said it in my head. I have a sleep. Yep.
It is. It's fine. We'll just go. Rather, just keep going.
What was I gonna say?
No idea. You said on bread.
I did say on bread, didn't I?
Yes. We have a recording of it, so.
On bread.
I said, isn't that time to the first game? On bread.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
The person in the first game. That's also you.
Yeah. Hey, there's one more thing I want to... Oh, that's not me. Yeah, there's one more thing I want to ask you. What are you waiting for on this island? Look, I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? I don't...
Interesting. Don't
Okay.
necessarily know where they're going.
Oh,
I
this
think
is going.
that's new.
Yeah, there's 5 days left.
Interesting. I don't think it opened up like that before.
Never. Do robots dream of clockwork?
Yeah, so next 2 to die, if it is only 2, and drops us down to 5.
It's Kazuichi and Sonya.
So yeah, we're on chapter 5 now. First game had 6 chapters, so without real. Gundam's earring. Sonya will work always. We would like to save our game progress and keep playing. Because Diva said if Gundam dies, she wasn't gonna sleep. So here we are.
I just meant I was gonna have nightmares.
Alright, well. We saved. We got 2 chapters of maybe an epilogue left, unless this game is longer than the first one. But also, we're running out of kids to kill, so don't know how likely that'll be. Unfortunately, I'm thinking. I don't know. I feel like. I don't know. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it because you won't remember what I say anyway. Good night, Diva. Sleep
I know. Okay, the on bread comment woke me up.
I don't know what you were meaning with on bread, but clearly it's just a sign that
swear, I think I was half asleep and having a whole conversation with you separate from what you were saying.
Isn't that just how all the conversations go?
No, I misinterpreted something that you said and my brain transformed it as a comment about bread.
Sure. Well, again, I think that's a good sign that, yeah, you should go ahead and get your sleepies.